What's up, Change the Channel podcast listeners? I am your host, Megan Grace, and this is another episode of Change the Channel podcast. Welcome back to the show. Thank you so much for joining me. On today's episode, I'd like to start a little bit different. We're going to do some breathing together. The whole purpose of Change the Channel is really to communicate with your body that the things that are running almost automatically are something that you actually have control over, that we as humans do not just need to give over to the whims of our minds and past negative beliefs. There's actually some amazing natural interrupters that we can do. So the one that we're going to try today has to do with breathing. Now, if you're in a place where you're not driving, where you actually can have some control over your breath and maybe even close your eyes, I invite you to do so. If not, feel free to just breathe along with us. You can even come back to this episode later. So right now, if you're able to be in a more mindful space, go ahead and close your eyes and continue to listen to the sound of my voice. I'd like for you to place one hand on your heart, the other hand on your belly, and just notice, how often do we walk around in this body completely unaware of ourselves? Sometimes I love to just connect in with the heart space and with the belly. The belly is the fuel and the fire and the engine in a lot of ways, getting some gusto going. And the heart is the compass. It's the place that leads us. It's the place that guides us. It's the place of connection. So go ahead and just take a couple natural deep breaths, honoring this body that is taking you through your day, accomplishing your goals, giving hugs to the people that you love, and harnessing all the potential and power that you have. Now, I'd like for you to imagine for a second a color. It doesn't matter what the color is, but this color represents all the agitation that is going on around you. Anything in your day that has you feeling a little bit out of control. As I'm doing this, I may picture a red color, because red feels a little bit activated. I'd like for you on this next breath to breathe into your body intentionally the color that you've seen. Imagine it filling you up almost like liquid or juice or something. And so you're pulling in this color and it's filling all of the spaces in your body, right? I also kind of like to think of it being a little bit warm, and it's allowing my body to lean into what I'm already feeling. So instead of fighting the annoyances, we're inviting them in. Now at the top of your breath, I'd like you to hold and allow there to be just a little bit of tension in your muscles. Tense up your knees a little bit, tense up your toes a little bit, tense up your fists and your biceps and your back and your neck, and just allow your body to feel into that tension. And we say, thank you so much, body, for holding as much as you do, for doing as much on my behalf as you do. I'm not fighting you. I'm honoring you in this moment. And on this exhale out, I'd love for you to now picture a divine white light coming straight from the sky down into the top of your head. And as it pours down, almost like a waterfall of power, I'd like for you to pick any of the tense places that we've made in your body and start to release them. So unclench one fist. Slowly let your fingers unravel. And then the other fist, slowly let your fingers unravel. And shake your wrists And imagine that this light is pouring from the top of your head down into your forehead, past your nose, filling your cheeks, going down the sides of your neck, bathing the front of your body with this divine light, moving its way to your hands, to the space that you've created. And as this light is filling your body, you imagine whatever juice color you picked leaking out the back part of your arms. It's as if the light that is coming in is so expansive that there just isn't any space for this color to be activated in your body. Allow it to, just in your mind's eye, be dripping out of your arms. Allow it to melt away as this light comes in. Now, invite another part of your body to be in the release. How about we follow the elbows, and the elbows release, and you shake your arms down. Ooh, and you can feel that color is flowing even more effortlessly out of your body. Perhaps before it felt a little bit like a leaky faucet, but now it's feeling a little bit more like when you turn the faucet on and you're ready to have a bath. It's moving, there's flow. And as we carve out the space and allow the colors to slowly melt out of your body, we invite that bright light in. Now it's as if your arms are weightless. You could lift them up to the sky and they'll just nicely and easily flow down. Go ahead and roll your shoulders. Allow your shoulders to just start soaking up this ease that you're finding. We hold so much tension in our shoulders, the weight of the actual world on our shoulders. We invite even just for the time that you're on this podcast, these shoulders get to take a little bit of a break. And now, I'd like for you to roll your neck around. Just allow it to do circles, starting from the right, moving back around the back part of the body, into the front. Yeah, just allowing the tension to melt away. Allowing the light that is continually pouring in through the crown of your head, you divine being, to fill all of the crevices, all of the creaks, all of the clicks, all of the pops, any of the sounds that your body is making. Imagine it being cushioned like a pillow by this light. Then we move down the body. Our hands return back to the chest and belly. And as you breathe, feel the heat of your hand. Feel the weight of your hand on your chest. Allow that heat to be a reminder of the power that you hold within your body. And as you breathe in and expand that space, imagine that light is just flushing that part of your body. The amazing light that's coming from the top of your head, it's moving all the way down your face and your neck and your arms, is now flowing and pooling into this heart space. You, divine being, are light. You are love. You are enthusiasm and joy. You are connectivity and presence. Who you are and the dreams that you hold matter. Who you love and who you're growing to be matters. As it builds, as you're feeling the light build, allow it to spill into your back body. Imagine it playing and swirling around your spine, almost as if your spine was a blender. You know how right when it gets to that beautiful smooth space where all the goodies have joined as one and it's dancing at this, the dance of delicious delight. It's about to be poured into your glass. I'd like you to imagine this light starting at the top of your spine and slowly circling your spine, moving its way down like that blender, carving through, allowing the heat to move down your spine, the place of sturdiness, the place of steadfastness. And then allow it to just keep circling. Now it's moving from the back body and it's coming and pulling into the front where your belly is. And then it's going to the back. It's circling around to the front. You can even move in your chair a little bit if you'd like. Just allowing that circular motion to allow movement and ease. In this moment, you are stuck in no way. You are free-flowing and in control of your body, of your experience. And from that place of knowing, you allow yourself to lean just slightly in to the flow and ease of the power of your mind. And as the mind allows this amazing light to continue to flow through your body, you find that it has stopped at your hips. Our hips hold so much. It's almost like an entire universe down there negotiating, bringing in and letting out. It almost feels like its own little city. So I'd like for you to imagine it's as if that color that you pulled into your body has pooled within this space. It might be a little bit deeper. It might take a little bit more to flow some of this out, and that's okay. In this moment, instead of asking for a full release, I'd like for you to imagine scooping with your hands, with a cup, with a bucket, with whatever you can imagine, whatever size of release you are interested in. I would love for you to imagine scooping down into that color that's pooling around in the hip area, and take a big deep breath in and out. And as you let it out, imagine it scooping up in this pool and splashing out on the side. This part of our body, we honor, we move slowly because it matters. And feel free to take as many of these cleansing breaths, diving in with that bucket. Big deep breath in. Imagine the bucket filled with the color. And then release with the breath. Big deep breath in. And release. What does it feel like in your body at this moment to know that each part of your body gets to release in its own time? We're not rushing anything. We're not making demands. We're offering each space the opportunity to speak, to be listened to be witnessed. You, Change the Channel, marvelous being, are able to take any of these tools, any of the speeds, any of the imagery of this playful, guided experience, and you get to take it into your regular life. Take a couple more deep breaths in as your eyes are closed, and feel if anything has changed in your body. Even if it's just one small thing has become a little bit less tense and has a little more ease. You did that. That was you. You have so much power over the experiences in your life. In this moment, you're not stuck. In this moment, you are inviting in the life that you desire. It's one step, one small release, one small moment of leaning into surrender at a time. It can move quickly, the way that the light flows through your face and your head from higher up. It can be something that requires some tension, like in the hands, in the arms, and it can be something that you actually activate by movement. It can be something that is a swirling sensation, like the way that we created the blender through the back body. It can be something that feels a little bit more like a dance as it unravels these years and years of memories of holding in this way. Or it can be something that's honoring in a slow and steady, dipping one cup, one handful, one bucket at a time into the pool and allowing with the breath the release to come from what was to what will be. Thank you so much for playing along with me. Go ahead and open your eyes. Orient yourself to where you are. Shake your hands out. Move your hips a little bit. Do some like rolls around for your rib cage. Allow your rib cage to just kind of circle around. Maybe you want to do some body rolls. I am always a fan of a good body roll. Add that into your life a little bit. Move your neck a little bit side to side. Our necks are responsible for so much. The other thing that I love to do is take the pads of your fingers, put it right under your cheekbone, and move the flesh of your face forward so that it creates kind of this, almost like a Shar-Pei look of your face. Allow all of those folds and wrinkles and weirdness to just pour into your cheeks. In this moment, your face has been holding the expressions of so many experiences. We are consistently looking to each other's faces to know whether we can trust you, whether you're fun, whether you're approachable, whether your customer service warranted. And so in this moment, I'd love for you to do the opposite, taking those fingertips and pushing the skin forward, allowing your body to go in the opposite direction. Invite a frown into your face. Invite squished lips. Our faces get to go in the opposite direction that they usually do, and that can also create some release. So after you're done making silly faces and potentially rolling your eyes at me for suggesting it, go ahead and let your hands rest nicely in your lap and feel into anything that's changed, anything that's shifted. It can be little, it can be a lot. You can come back to this anytime you'd like to just tap into your body, be in your body for a minute. And I'd like for you to imagine telling your body, thank you so much for being on this journey with me. Thank you for taking a minute to trust. You can shake your legs out at the bottom. Allow any extra tension, any extra color that maybe was left over to just sort of shake out the bottom. You can always go back and do the same exercise, starting with the toes and ankles. Move your way back up the legs. And with that, Change the Channel podcast listener, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for playing in the world of visualization, for being someone in the world that isn't being intentional about the ways that you think and the channels you listen to. You're making a difference in everyday life. And with that, go forth in the world, go make some connections, some memories, honor that body of yours. And thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Change the Channel podcast.